And on this week's edition of the BLAST Newscast.
Do you have a case of shopper's block where you don't know what to get your kids and loved ones for Christmas? Well, the BLAST Newscast has compiled a top 5 list of some of your favorite toys, and we're going to list them as part of the 2012 Guide to Early Christmas Shopping. I'm Dustin Clifton, and we'll have that story coming up.
Cold temperatures, rising temperatures, and beautiful weather is in store for this week. I'm Levi Bennington, and I'll have further details in this week's weather forecast.
Those stories and a whole lot more can be seen on this week's edition of the BLAST Newscast.
For the week of November 27th, 2012.
And now, coming to you live from our studios in Sharpsville, Indiana, Katie Folgenhauer and Jacob Pyle.
Thank you, Chris Henry. Hello, and welcome to the BLAST Newscast. I'm Jacob Pyle.
And I'm Katie Felgenhauer. It's after Thanksgiving, and now it's time for you to do your Christmas shopping. And if you're like most of the people out there that are watching, most times people like to wait until the last minute to do their Christmas shopping. When it becomes a habit for most shoppers, they can't find what they're looking for, or the building is packed with crazy shoppers looking for what they need. With it being so much, you can't find one single parking space to park your car. What do you do?
Not to worry, the BLAST Newscast compiled a series of tips on how you can spend your money wisely this Christmas season. Plus, we have compiled the top 5 popular toys that are popular as of this year. So, here to take you through the 2012 Guide to Early Christmas Shopping is BLAST Newscast reporter Dustin Clifton.
Thank you, Jacob. Is this you? Are you puzzled about what to get your kids for Christmas? Are you a person who hates having to do last-minute Christmas shopping? Well, folks, if you're one of these people and you wish to get your Christmas shopping done, you can! The BLAST Newscast compiled a list of popular toys and tips on how you can be able to get your Christmas shopping done early. We'd like to call it the 2012 Guide to Early Christmas Shopping. Now, if you are puzzled on what to get your kids this Christmas, we've got the solution. Here are the top 5 toys that are hitting store shelves as of this year. Number 5 is the Master Moves Mickey Mouse toy, who takes Mickey Mouse to a brand new level. The suggested retail price for this item is $69. Ever heard of the popular toy Furby? Well, it's back. Furby 2.0 is on number 4 of our list, with a mind of its own. Your new Furby will learn from your behavior and develop its personality. The suggested retail price for this item is $54. The Leapfrog LeapPad 2 Explorer tablet made number 3 on our list. The number 1 learning tablet for kids just got better with a touch screen and a built-in camera and video recorder. The suggested retail price for this item is $120. Our next item hitting number 2 is the Winx Club Deluxe Fashion Dolls. Girls will want to play their favorite moments with the show with these beautiful Winx Club fairy dolls. Includes cards for exclusive online content. The suggested retail price for this item is $40. And finally, on the top of the list at number 1 is the Skylanders Spyro Adventure video game and figures. Skylanders are special action figures that come to life in the video game that you play. There are over 30 Skylanders available. The suggested retail price for this item is $60. So that there you have the top 5 Christmas toys. Even though it might be too late, seeing as if Black Friday made it by really quickly, the best times to always go Christmas shopping is during the early morning or late evening hours. Also, if that doesn't work, shop online. No rush. No going to get anywhere. Just relax and shop with a click of the button. I hope you enjoyed this year's 2012 Early Guide to Christmas Shopping. What toys will hit the store shelves in 2013? Come back again next year and we'll find out. For the BLAST Newscast, I'm Dustin Clifton.
Thank you, Dustin, for the report. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Oh, man, that was so fun. I just had to do it. Anyway, here's another shopping tip you may not know of. Always buy newspapers and check out the local ads. The local ads have so many interesting sale offers as this holiday season begins. So don't forget, make sure you look at what you think will be a big bargain. Happy shopping! And now with a look at our other headlines that are making news today is BLAST Newscast headline reporter J.R. Clifton.
Thank you, Jacob. Hello, everyone. Here's our headlines for this week. On December 18th, BLAST Newscast is having its first annual BLAST Newscast Christmas Talent Extravaganza, and we are now booking special guests to appear on this special program. The only thing we ask is if you are singing, the song you are singing must have something to do with Christmas, and it must glorify God in some way. If you have a talent that you'd like to share with us and you're not afraid to do it in front of a camera, let Jacob Pyle know. Come help us out as we present our very first annual BLAST Newscast Christmas Talent Extravaganza. A reminder that on December 25th and on January the 1st, we will not have regular Team Blast on those days in order to observe Christmas and New Year's Day. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from all of us at Team Blast. On December 31st, we will have our all-night New Year's Eve lock-in. It runs from 8 in the evening to 8 in the morning. $20 covers 2 bands, Cosmic Bowling, Papa John's Pizza, and a whole lot more. Invite your friends, get plenty of sleep beforehand, and have fun at this year's all-night New Year's Eve lock-in. On February 19th, Team Blast is going to have its second annual Appreciation Day dessert banquet. If you have a song, skit, or poem that you'd like to do in this year's show, let Kendra or Desi know. Acts for the show will be chosen based on tryout purposes only. Help us in showing our gratitude and appreciation to everyone for their hard work in making Team Blast possible for us each week. On April 5th, Team Blast will be leaving for Muncie, Indiana for Acquire the Fire 2013. The cost is $45, and we'll be leaving on the 5th after school, and we'll be there part of that Friday and all day Saturday. Spots will be limited, so if you're interested, talk to Desi or Kendra, because it will be first come, first served. And finally, spots are filling up for next year's Big Stuff Church Camp in Panama City Beach, Florida. Put in your $50 deposit to secure your spot. We only have one spot left. Once those spots have been taken, we won't be able to fit anymore. So put your money in right away and get ready to do some fundraisers for Big Stuff Church Camp. Those are our headlines for this week. I'll be back at the end of the newscast for a preview of what you will see on next week's edition. But for now, I'm J.R. Clifton.
Thank you, JR. And now it's time for our weather with our rain or shine weatherman, Levi Bennington.
Thank you, Katie. Hello, everybody. We had a record-breaking Thanksgiving this year, and mild and beautiful temperatures, but now the holidays are coming up. Temperatures are growing cold, and it's going to stay that way for the next couple of days. My forecast for this weather calls for mostly sunny skies with a high of 38 degrees and a low of 24 degrees. Tomorrow, expect sunny skies with a high of 41 degrees and a low of 25 degrees. Expect temperatures to warm up again as we get into the later part of our week. I'm Levi Bennington, and that's today's weather.
And now here's Team Blast's own Jacob Pyle.
Oh, I can hide the wings of a bluebird as she sings. The 6 o'clock alarm would never ring, but it rings, then we rise, wipe the sleep out of our eyes. Shaver razors cold that it stings. Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? I once thought of you by the white night on the street. Now you know how happy we can be. And when those good times start in, without $1 to spend, how much, baby, do you really need? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Hey, Mr. No Name, I was just wondering, why do you have that bucket over your head?
Excuse me, what? I can't hear you.
I said, why do you have a bucket over your head?
Sorry, Jacob, I still can't hear you.
I said, why do you have a bucket over your head?
I can't hear you, Jacob. I got a bucket over my head.
Hey, looking for something to do on a weekday afternoon? Come up and join us for Teen Blast. Our address is 210 South Main Street here in Sharpsville, Indiana, 46068. Anyone 6th grade or older is welcome. We're open after school on Mondays and Wednesdays through Friday from 3 to 6, and Tuesdays from 3 to 9, with Tuesday service from 6:30 to 8:30. Come join us, won't you?
And now with a look at what you will be seeing on next week's newscast is BLAST Newscast headline reporter J.R. Clifton.
Thanks, Jacob. On next week's edition of the BLAST Newscast, we're going to have some of our members of the BLAST Newscast share with us some favorite holiday memories that they have. Plus, a look at why Christmas is such a special holiday. Help us take a look back at Christmas memoirs that's coming up on next week's edition of the BLAST Newscast. I'm Jared Clifton, and we'll see you then.
Thank you, JR. And with that, that will be it for this week. Thank you for joining us. I'm Katie Felgenhauer.
And I'm Jacob Pyle. Until next week, good night, and God bless my friends.
This is Chris Henry speaking. The BLAST Newscast has been pre-recorded for future airing.